Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over the brand new GTA Online Agents of Sabotage DLC trailer. Now this is of course coming out on December 10th, as we've kind of known for quite some time now. This trailer is pretty interesting looking. We get some good details on some of the new stuff that we're going to be getting into the game, which is awesome of course. So anyway, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get the trailer started. Now we're going to just run through it fully once here, and I'm not going to really do too much talking. I do have the audio muted though, so do keep that in mind. And then we're going to go into some of the finer details that you guys might have not noticed in the trailer. Now I have seen this before, so anyways, let's go ahead and just jump right into it right now. So starting it off, Terabyte coming in, a couple buzzards, a couple of new cars. We got Pavel, of course, that's the new lady from the DLC, I guess. And then just a bunch of like stuff like that. Another shot of some more cars there, some pretty unique ones there too. Nothing too crazy for like almost the rest of the entire trailer. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pause that, and we're gonna run it back to a little bit earlier on here, and I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the playback speed quite a bit here, because there is definitely something to notice right at this point in the trailer. So we got the Terabyte here, which they said was going to be a pretty big focus of this update, and it was going to be getting some buffs and improvements and things like that, and we were going to be using it quite a lot with this update. So we can see the Terabyte here, and then we get a shot of the new Banshee, the updated Banshee that was shown in that initial screenshot when this DLC was first sort of alluded to by Rockstar, probably a month ago or so. And so it looks pretty damn good. But then we have another car here as well, and that looks to be like a Honda Accord, which is pretty cool. I thought that was the Dingus Segoy at first, but I don't actually think that it is. I'm pretty sure that is actually a Honda Accord. And then in this little corner of the screen, we can also see the very edge of a car, and I do believe that that is the Jester RR. Now we don't get to see it for very long in this part of the screenshot here, or in this part of the trailer, I guess I should say, but I do believe that is the Jester RR. And again, just a couple of buzzards here. Now there is something cool about the Jester RR here that I do want to talk about as well. Something that is pretty important, I do feel like, is the fact that I think this thing is getting a Benny's wide body kit upgrade. So you can see right here, obviously this is the Jester RR. We can obviously tell that, it says it right on it, but this fender sticks out quite far. This is definitely wide bodied, so I do think that that means that it is going to be getting a Benny's upgrade. Now something that I'm curious about, because if you don't know, the regular Banshee in GTA Online has HSW, and it is also upgradable into the 900R, but if you upgrade to the 900R, you cannot put HSW on it. So I'm curious to know if we're going to be able to put the drift tuning modification on this car, because I do think it is a Benny's upgradable wide body kit that is going to be going on the Jester. Obviously we don't know that, I'm just speculating, because where else have we ever been able to put a wide body on a car other than Benny's, right? So I mean, if you just think about it, it makes sense, right? But does that mean that the Jester RR is no longer going to be able to have drift tuning if you put the wide body on it? Now, I kind of don't think that Rockstar would be dumb enough to give us a wide body kit for it and then not be able to put drift tuning on it. And I think that a little bit later in the trailer, they actually might show this thing drifting a little bit. So we'll kind of be able to confirm something of that, I think. But it does look really, really good. I do like the wide body kit. I think that looks pretty sweet on it. So I'm definitely excited to see what we can do with that. Here just looks like some just hacking stuff. Nothing crazy there at all, I don't think, really. I do think that this next shot is probably from within the garment factory, judging by the bricks on the walls and that old looking window and everything like that. Pavel's in here obviously and everything, so I think this is probably going to be a shot of inside of the new business, which is pretty cool, I guess. Nothing too crazy though, or really that interesting. Yeah, I don't know, looks nice. Looks like there might be some loot here that maybe is alluding to some of the missions that are shown in the trailer. Like you can see the Scarab right there, and we see the Scarab a little bit later on in the trailer. We'll get to that in just a second, but I'm just gonna skim through the trailer here and we can see if we can spot anything kind of new. There's this dude pulling out like a hard drive or whatever. Bro's sitting at the computer here. This looks pretty interesting. We got a Tula, and we have the cargo plane over the Alamo Sea with its engines blown out. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be one of the sort of heists that we're going to be doing with Pavel and everything. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Here we have a better shot of the new Bravado Banshee GTS, I'm assuming it's going to be called, but it looks like the new Dodge Viper, or the newest rendition of the Dodge Viper. Maybe even a slightly older one as well, I don't know. It definitely has elements of like the new Viper for sure, with the newest Viper, I should say, like the 2013 there. But it also almost kind of looks like the 90s one to me in some ways. I do think it is going to be primarily based off the new one, but I think it's going to have elements of both, which is kind of cool. So we got that, and then you get another shot of the Jester wide body right here. As you can see, that's not a regular Jester RR. That's definitely got the wide body kit on it. So that is something that is really, really cool. That I'm very much looking forward to customizing when this update actually drops. So that's going to be super sweet. And then of course also, I mean, I think it goes without saying, but in this shot we have the FIB logo on a Terrorbyte, which I'm assuming they're probably going to allow us to put onto our Terrorbyte. So that's cool, I guess, as well. And then we have this screenshot, Bro's stealing something out of like the glass case here. Again, more like stuff, I don't know. This screenshot though is super, super interesting. So we're gonna back it up just a second here. And that right there on the left is a Invitero Coquette D10 police variant, which is really, really cool. Not a car that I was expecting to get by any means, and I do think that is pretty cool. The Coquette D10 is awesome, and you know, having a police variant of it is going to be sweet. I'm assuming that is cut content from that canceled 2020 DLC where we ended up getting the Los Santos Summer Special update. When the Coquette D10 initially released, I'm assuming that was planned to also be released at that time as well. So it's cool that we're going to be getting that, seemingly at least. I'm also thinking we're probably going to be getting quite a few other police variants of existing cars, as well as maybe some new vehicles as well, which is, you know, that is pretty cool, I would say. Obviously, Jester RR wide body there. Again, another shot of the Bravado Banshee GTS. And from this angle, it does look very modern, I gotta say. I think it's more from the back that it looks a little bit older. But from the front, it definitely looks quite modern. And then another shot of that Honda Accord looking vehicle as well, obviously. Yeah, nothing too crazy other than that in this little segment of the video here. Again, you can see the Coquette looking pretty darn good, I must say. We got some RC Banditos flying through here. I guess that's part of one of the little heist missions, I would have to assume. And then we get this next part here, and I do believe that that is the new police boat that Rockstar was saying that we were going to get for completing the $20 trillion in the heists. And I'm assuming this boat is going to be like player controlled. It kind of looks like, at least seemingly. Maybe not though, I'm not 100% obviously, but I think this might even be another police boat here off on the left there, and then that I think is another police boat. So anyway, it looks kind of interesting, I guess. It's nothing too crazy. Inside of the Terrorbyte, obviously I think this is, and yeah, I don't know, it's looking okay. Nothing too crazy, nothing too different, I don't think, really. Then we have this, and this is what I was talking about earlier, where there's the Scarab trophy back here somewhere sitting on the desk in this picture here. This looks like it's probably going to be one of the vehicles from a heist or something like that. The Mammoth Squatty gets blown up there, obviously. The Crusader as well, I think. And so, yeah, I think that the Scarab is going to be like heist loot, maybe, or something like that, or a heist vehicle. Something to that degree. But obviously, yeah, Agents of Sabotage. And this is coming on December 10th. So very much so looking forward to this update. I think it's going to be awesome. I think that they've probably shown us just a handful of the vehicles that are going to be coming in this update. Obviously, I think we only saw like 4 new vehicles, which kind of seems weak, but I'm sure that we're going to be getting between 12 to 17 vehicles like we have for the past few updates into GTA Online. And then obviously PC is also getting HSW in the new year as well. So very exciting things coming, that's for sure. Let me know what you guys think of the DLC trailer, everything like that in the comment section down below. Of course, leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you don't. And consider subscribing. Of course, I am going to be covering all of this the day that it comes out on December 10th. So stay tuned for that, I guess. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.